But first at 10, sports tournament concerns. At least 4 youth competitions planned in the Valley this weekend featuring hundreds of teams, many of those from out of state.
Zach Crenshaw is live at the Rose Mofford Sports Complex. And Zach, this coming at a time when travel is not recommended.
Yeah, health officials at the national, state, and local level all urging Americans to limit their gatherings this holiday weekend. And while many Americans will be video conferencing their loved ones on Thanksgiving, hundreds of people from across the Southwest will be standing right where I am and watching their kids play soccer.
We really should reconsider these types of tournaments.
But hundreds of games are set for this week. Soccer, baseball, basketball, and hockey from Gilbert to Glendale.
And it's been real hard finding other tournaments.
Amber Slawinski's youngest is 14 and a star on the ice.
Our son has been signed up for college recruiting and professional recruiting. So taking a year off as a freshman could really be negative for him moving forward.
The surprise student is playing in a valley-wide tournament this weekend. There are roughly 100 teams, many from California, Nevada, and Utah.
Kids have to have their masks on unless they're on the ice. Guests all have to have their masks on.
Every tournament has COVID guidelines. The Desert Super Cup, with 460 out-of-state teams, has temperature checks, masks, distancing rules, even field marshals.
It's a lot to enforce.
Maricopa County Supervisor Steve Gallardo says he hasn't seen it being enforced.
Been to a couple of these tournaments this past weekend. There was very little, if any, social distancing. I would say less than 5% of the people had masks.
The CDC categorizes full competition involving out-of-state teams as the highest risk activity in sports for a variety of reasons.
You have people driving together to games. You have people getting together outside of the games. There's sort of social settings to eat, to drink, to hang out.
Arizona now in the middle of another surge. Calls for city leaders to cancel the tournaments have been growing.
I feel for the politicians. It's a really hard thing to think about taking away from kids right now.
So many foregoing Thanksgiving this year with loved ones are now furious Valley leaders are allowing thousands to come to town. Those thousands, meanwhile, thankful Arizona is still allowing their kids to take the field, ice, or court.
It really is a lose-lose situation.
Now, the Phoenix City Council voted back in early October, unanimously, by the way, to reopen parks like this one. But tonight, Mayor Gallegos saying in a statement, quote, "I am gravely concerned about COVID-19. It is clear the status quo is not working." She said there will be discussion and action at the December 2nd council meeting. But, quote, "In the meantime, it is critically important that teams participating in this weekend's tournaments follow the extensive restrictions the city has put in place." Rest assured, we'll be covering that council meeting and the events this weekend. For now, live in Phoenix, Zach Crenshaw, ABC 15, Arizona.